She wanna be
better. We ended up making a pro-am team. We had 5 girls and myself. Caramel Cherries, Hazel, Shakita, Cookie, A Little Lady 87. And we got our court to elite, which is a big deal. Then that's when the 2K League noticed. And they flew us out to New York, and they were like, hey, why aren't there any women in the 2K League? And we were wondering the same thing. So basically over the years,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a big game on the road awaiting. The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland. Our setting today is just at the end of that block. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Tristan Thompson.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. In this era of player empowerment, it's often the star's prerogative to change teams. And so often, they choose the destination markets. For the small market teams, that leaves one option. Draft your superstar and build around him quickly. Because, guys, that clock is ticking faster than ever.
It always does. Thank you, DA. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backyard, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the center. And for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Darius Garland is out there with lights out, and it's Osman in at small forward. Now, here's Garland. Lights out, passes to Osman. 4 on the clock. That shot misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. Down low, here's Levine. Good.
Determination from Levine. I mean, finding his finish despite the contact.
Here's lights out. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Pass to Levine. Back to DeRozan. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
To the middle. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Levine passes to DeRozan. Here's Vucevic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's lights out with the drive.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Left side, Levine. The 10-footer. He can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Number 11, at the line for one.
One shot.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Levine. The feed to Vucevic. Oh, that's blocked. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Vucevic to the pass to Williams. They can use a bucket. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Personal foul.
Well, Levine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
And Levine improving as a playmaker, Chris. His assist totals continue to grow.
He came into the league as a point guard. He's been a shooting guard for a long time now. And he still has strong playmaking instincts.
They throw good, Levine.
And Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Here's Osman. He had 15 points last outing. No good from 11 feet. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
He's grown so much since that rookie year.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Allen. Lowry Marketing comes in for Mobley. Karis LeVert's checked in for Jetty Osman. And Lights Out subbed in for Garland. The Bulls also changing it up. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kobe White comes in for Williams. And it's Dosunmu in for Ball. We've got LeVert. Kevin Love out there with Markkanen. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Sexton in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. It's deflected. Passes it to Lights Out. This one for 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor. They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Going inside. Dosunmu's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Here's Lights Out. This game an incredible scoring display for him. And the call will be against Karis LeVert.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets the bucket.
They would love to see every possession in with a high percentage shot like that.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling, whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside, Levine. DeRozan surveying the D. Pulls it from the elbow. Another one falls for Chicago.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Thompson against Sexton. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Sexton. And that's now 7 points for Love.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
DeRozan with it. Picked up by Love. Lets it fly from 18. And the Bulls get it back. Another shot. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Poked away, inside. There's the pass to Dosunmu. Buries it from three-point range. Dosunmu's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Here's Sexton. Nice D from DeRozan. Bulls trail by 16. Dosunmu, the pass to Thompson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Sexton against White. Out to the right wing. 1:39 left to play here in the half. Step back and squared up. Lights out's got 12 in the game.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting.
Pass to LeVert. Levine against Sexton. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Markkanen. Osman comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Garland in for Colin Sexton. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Williams comes in for Kobe White. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dosunmu. And Vucevic kicks to DeRozan. Pulls up on the elbow. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. 13 points in the game.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Shoots from 12. And it's Osman missing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Williams, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Trains the three-pointer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
That's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough slap.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. one half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny, give us your take.
They're getting to the line a bunch, and we know that. Being aggressive, not just settling for long-range jump shots and threes. There's a relentless nature to this basketball. And we saw that in the first half. We'll see if they keep it up. Looking at Chicago, Shaq, your thoughts?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Lights Out.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So for Chicago right now, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Williams is out there with DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Osman. DeRozan defending. And that one's good. Osman's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Cleveland. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Williams in the post. Levine looking around. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. There's 3 pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Garland. Here's Lights Out. And he can't bank that one in. Shoots over Mobley. DeRozan's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 15. Over to the left wing. They double him with Vucevic. Allen controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Levine finds Ball. Here's DeRozan. Williams up on top. To the inside. Levine. And it's blocked. Passes to Lights Out. And it falls over the rim and in. Lights Out's got 17.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside, Ball. For three, Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. He's got 15.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Lights Out, guarded by Levine. Lights Out passes to Allen. Here's Osman. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Ball. Back to Vucevic. Stolen by Allen. Over in the corner, Osman. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
The story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Here's the drive, and there's the call on Cedi Osman. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Garland against Ball from deep, and the Bulls another three.
A work in progress, but the ball needs to keep developing his three-pointer and open things up a bit.
Knocks it loose. Here's Lights Out, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lights Out's got 5 points in the quarter.
He lost his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says, we're not giving up this lead.
Out to the wing. Here's Lights Out. DeRozan with the rebound.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Connects from three-point range. And it's now 23 points for Lights Out.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Kevin Love, lights out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Mobley, and it's Osman in at the 3 slot. Caruso kicks to DeRozan. The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. Around the perimeter, Chris, does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? But it's less bumps and bruises, which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think you can put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today. Get out and run, regardless of different positions.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
The Cavaliers leading by 21. Here's lights out, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Now off the inbound, Love. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Poke loose. Outside Garland. Here's Osman. He's covered by Ball. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Chicago. Ball surveying the defense. Another 3 for Chicago.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Lights out, passes to Osman. 9 feet out. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Up top to DeRozan. He's guarded by Love. Just 5 to shoot. Caruso kicks the ball. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Here's lights out. Ball with it. Garland picks him up. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Caruso. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's lights out. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's DeRozan. It's good. And it's now 23 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Levine's checked in for Alex Caruso.
Zach Levine.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's lights out, driving the lane.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Bulls trail by 20. Ball, the pass to Levine. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Jared Allen's checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Osman. Here's lights out. Guarded by Levine. Clock at 4. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest. It's stolen by DeRozan.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
That one doesn't go. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
LaVine double team. Williams gets to DeRozan. Ball with a wide open look. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's lights out. Guarded by LaVine. And it's good for 2. 31 points for lights out.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Back to DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. LaVine gets the bucket. LaVine's got 22.
So precise off the basket. This is a shot LaVine continues to knock down time and time again.
Here's lights out. Guarded by LaVine. Here's lights out. No good. Nice D from LaVine.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant the game this was.
For lights out.
He was agitated, bothering everybody with his defense. Coming up with steals. I mean, making sure they were never able to get comfortable as long as he was out on the floor.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 15. And 1:01 left in the game. Our New Balance.
Yeah, that's the final buzzer, and your Cavaliers win.
So they ain't got a clue. I ain't on that, he ain't on no res, doing all that cat like his name Dr. Seuss. Ow, treat that little boy like he itty bitty. He cannot hang in my city with me. It is not none of you getting with me. Only the realest be sitting with me. Shout out the ones that be dealing with me. They the ones gon' touch the ceiling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. Gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on a big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick trip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. Flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some.
2020, I was invited to the NBA 2K League 3v3 Park Showcase.
We've seen how dominant Pretty Loves Pink can be.
And I was late, but nobody knew why I was late there.
That team is a threat to win it all.
It's because in 2020, my life took a turn, and I literally left everything, work, everything, just to take care of my mother. I lived in the hospital with her for 2.5 months. They said she was going to get better and everything, and then COVID happened. They kicked me out of the hospital. She started to decline, and then a week later, they were telling me to talk to the palliative care doctor. The day that I was invited to play for the 2K 3v3 tournament, I was accepting my mother from hospice care in our family home.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, part of what makes Cleveland, Ohio And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
BA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, BA. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Hero and Butler run out on the wings. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Cedi Osman. And it's lights out in at the 2. So Cleveland will get first possession. Back to Garland. Puts one up from 19. And Lowry with the defensive effort. Adebayo with it. Picked up by Allen. Butler. Rebounded by Lights Out. And it's Cleveland's ball. The Heat beat them last time when those two met at Miami.
Yeah, for 3 quarters, they were the much better team. But when the lead started to slip away, they just lost their composure.
Here's Hero. There's the block. Here's Lights Out. Goes back up. And it's Allen laying it in.
Tremendous effort from Allen. One of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Hero for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor.
Garland, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Hero. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And Hero is solid without the ball as well. Great movement.
Yeah, I mean, he's still improving in that area, but his backdoor cuts are getting better. He really knows how to get easy scores that way. Just needs to learn to not settle for those off-balance shots.
Lowry finds Butler. Now here's Lowry, guarded closely. Here's Adebayo, blocked! And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Pass to Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Hero. Tight defense on him.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And the Heat call time here.
Just 5 games into his college career for Darius Garland, and a knee injury cut his freshman season short.
It's time for T-shirts.
it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
Now here's Hero. Tipped! And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Now here's Butler. He's covered closely. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
That is a tough two right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Here's Osman. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. To the inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Garland. Coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Here's lights out. And Hero grabs the board. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Lowry finds Hero. Now here's Butler. And he drives in. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Here's Mobley. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Pass to Hero. Unloads from 13. Again, the Heat score.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
Here's Osman. Here's lights out. Last game out, he had 44. Garland for 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
Butler passes to Hero. Fast break, Cleveland. Here's lights out. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Butler. That one falls. Jimmy Butler. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Here's lights out. Pass to Mobley. Here's lights out. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Boy, some coaches starting to feel the hot seat now, Grant. You think players are aware when that's the case?
No question, BA. I mean, with how the present media is, it's impossible not to notice. But some coaches will discuss it and be open and transparent about it. And, of course, some coaches won't ever bring it up.
Love is checked in for the Cavaliers. There's a minute 34 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Garland. Over Butler. Garland, no good.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Tucker. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Osman. Yep, count it. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, in their first half of play, they're closing out aggressively. The block shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight.
The Cavaliers leading. Pass to lights out. To the paint. And Mobley gets it to go.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Lowry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Butler passes to Hero. 5 on the clock. He was all alone on that one. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers ahead, up by 9. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And one of the league's best at drawing charges. Kyle Lowry explains what a difference that play makes.
It's a real-life momentum shift. You know, it really boosts myself, my team, and it really takes a lot from the other guys because they think they have a play, a dunk, a pass, an assist or something. And it's like, no, that's not there. And it's a foul on the other guy, maybe the star player, maybe the shot blocker, and maybe anybody. And that's what I do. I do whatever it takes to help my team win.
Boy, Grant, he's as tough as they come, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he grew up in Philly, idolizing Allen Iverson. Lowry's tenacity and willingness to put his body on the line, actually reminiscent of Iverson.
The assist, Kyle Lowry.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
On the court for Miami here in the second. We've got Jimmy Butler. Victor Oladipo is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Martin in at the 3. Cleveland has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one.
Kevin Love in his first few years, just a low post kind of grinded out back to the basket guy, and then all of a sudden became a phenomenal perimeter threat.
Here's Lights Out. He's got 10. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Lowry. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And with Kevin Love's development as a floor spacer, a great compliment to LeBron James during the Cavs title run in 2016.
It felt similar, B.A., to what Chris Bosh did in Miami with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, where Kevin sacrificed a lot of his offense to fit in and be a complimentary star.
The Heat have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Lowry. The shot won't fall. And Cleveland will come the other way. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Miami calls timeout. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to...
Into the Heat.
One shot.
At the line for Cleveland, Evan Mobley. 1 shot.
A minute 39 left in the first half. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Martin. Lowry outside. Hero outside. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Got it. Good job in the low post. 14 points for him.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Now here's Lowry. Defense right on it. Pass to Hero. Adebayo against Allen.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Team foul.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Lowry. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. Into the lane. And he banks in the layup. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Lowry. That's it.
Miami's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Adebayo against Allen. Hero. Rebounded by Lights Out.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Takes the 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And so it's Cleveland up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back to the game after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Cleveland came ready to play. They had the upper hand early, defense and offense clicking, opening up an 8-2 run after the tip. At the end of 1, they were already up 9. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Cleveland so far?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Miami has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Then there's Cedi Osman. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Lights Out in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Down low. And finished off by Adebayo.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Here's Osman. Pass to Lights Out. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Lowry against Garland, and it's Lowry penetrating. Can't cash in the 10-footer. Cleveland has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Butler, the open look. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
Kyle Lowry.
Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Osman. Over Hero. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
The Orlando bubble was so good to Tyler Hero. He's still trying to find a little bit of that confidence that he gained there.
That one drops for him.
And Adebayo's game continues to grow. He's on fire right now.
Here's Lights Out. 22 points for him. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one. And Brent, since that moment, Herro has cemented himself as part of the core of this team.
Yeah, I don't think Tyler wants to get too far ahead of himself, B.A. He really enjoyed that success, but the consistency is something that he's after.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going. They have no answer defensively inside.
And the Heat call time here. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Greg, you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
Different look for Cleveland. Love is checked in for Allen, and Markkanen subbed in for Osman. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Herro finds Oladipo. Butler with the ball. It's guarded by Markkanen. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. And it's Love missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Outside Butler. Oladipo outside. On target from range. Oladipo's got 11 points.
Some confidence from Victor Oladipo, and why not? He's got the green light in this offense.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's lights out. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
And the shot goes down. 5 points in the game.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Back to Markkanen. There's the triple. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Herro outside. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, Bam gets himself a little bit of elbow room, and that's a confident-looking shot.
Now here's Garland. Give him 8 points now. And another miss by Cleveland.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Butler. Back to Herro. Floats one. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one for Cleveland. They've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Oladipo. Lights out. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 26.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Shot from 12, and he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Herro can beat his opponents from all over the floor. He can get that shot off so quick.
Here's lights out. He's got 26. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobley. Pass to lights out. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Herro. Outside Butler. Shoots from the line. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Herro knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Here's lights out. He's guarded by Oladipo. Lights out. No good. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 17-6 run, and it's in there. Oladipo's got 13.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
He buries it from 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive,
at the line for the
drawing the defense's attention.
At the line for 2.
And he drops it first.
Tyler Hero, a player who's played with a ton of confidence in high school, in his 1 year in college, and coming into the league. It's certainly something he's brought with him.
Good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's lights out. Nails it from beyond the arc. 32 points in the game for him. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Cavaliers leading, setting the floor for the Heat. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. Kyle Lowry out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Butler in at the small forward position.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Here's Oladipo.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
Here's Sexton. Here's Allen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
If you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Cleveland.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
Outside Butler. Pass to Lowry. Oladipo outside. Oladipo on the wing. The 3 is up. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
3 points.
Lowry's got assist number 7 tonight. Oladipo against Sexton. The shot comes out. Ooh, some solid defense from Oladipo. Adebayo with it. Oladipo outside. That shot off the mark. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Lights Out. Hounded by Adebayo. Pass to Lights Out. Here he goes to the middle. And stolen by Adebayo. Miami trailing. It's picked off. Here's Lights Out. Fires in the triple. 37 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Oladipo. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
He had the runway,
and he let it rip.
Nice. Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Adebayo, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Lights Out. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 8 assists in the game.
A title-winning point guard, Kyle Lowry making the right choice there.
Butler with a steal. It's good.
Jimmy Butler. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Lights Out. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Miami's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Butler. From 8 feet. Clock at 4. Unable to get that one. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And here's Lowry. No luck on that one. Nice D from Allen. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Now here's Butler. The D's right on him. The rebound by Osman. Cleveland has got 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Outside Sexton. Right wing. Here's Lights Out. Hits the trifecta. He's got 42.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys was wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
2 minutes remaining.
Butler against Allen. For 3, Oladipo. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're up by 7. 1:56 left in the game. The New Balance Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavs. Garland comes in for Sexton. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on our heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Lights Out. Fires the three, and the Cavaliers another three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oladipo, and it's Oladipo finishing it off.
You got to get in front of Oladipo or else you're going to see things like that. We don't mind.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Cavaliers.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
Oladipo on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10.
2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
The drive by Garland. Basket's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
Here's lights out. It falls.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
studio, you know I left